Hi y'all. I'm nervous, so we're gonna try that again. All right, and welcome. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. All right, let's try it again. It rains forever. It rains forever. It rains forever. It rains. It rains forever. It rains forever. It rains forever. It rains forever. Rains forever. It rains forever. It rains forever and ever. It rains forever. 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 Thank you, baby. It rains forever. 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 It's raining in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. Just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. I'm singing in the rain. Singing in the rain. Just rain in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy as forever. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. I'm singing in the rain. Singing in the rain. Just rain in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy as forever. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. Just rain in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy as forever. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. I'm singing in the rain. It rains. forever. You have my heart, we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you'll still be my star, baby. 'Cause in the dark, you can't see shiny cars, and that's when you need me there. With you, I'll always share. Singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. I'm singing, singing in the rain. You can stand under my umbrella. I'm singing in the rain, just sing. You can stand under my umbrella. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy. You can stand under my umbrella. I'm laughing at clouds so dark. You can stand under my umbrella. I'm singing in the rain. Hey, 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 hey. These fancy things will never come in between. You're a part of my entity, here for infinity. When the war has took its part, when the world has dealt its cards, if the hand is hard, together we'll mend your heart. Because singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. I'm singing, singing in the rain. You can stand under my umbrella. I'm singing in the rain, just sing. You can stand under my umbrella. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy. You can stand under my umbrella. I'm laughing at clouds so dark. You can stand under my umbrella. I'm singing in the rain. You can stand under my umbrella. Just sing. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. So dark. You can stand under my umbrella. Singing in the rain. It just rains. Under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, Ella. The rains forever. I'm singing in the rain. It just rains forever. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy forever. I'm laughing at clouds. It dark up forever. I'm singing, singing in the rains forever. I'm singing, it just rains forever. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy forever. I'm happy. It dark up forever. I'm singing, singing in the rains forever. It rains forever. It rains forever. rains forever. It rains forever. Yay! So I was super nervous. I guess that's what I get for not coming live these past couple of weeks. But I had fun. I think that was fun. Jamile, if you can come in here and help, because something is happening with my computer and I'm trying to figure out what it is. But I'm trying to be able to see you guys' comments, and this is weird. Either way, how are you guys doing today? Happy. I've talked to you all since May, so but still, happy May. Yeah. All right. Jamile, I need your help. I don't know. This is probably like a delay. Okay. Thank you, baby. Either way, let me know how you're doing today, where you're watching from, how you're feeling. I always wanted to do, it doesn't matter. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome Jamile, or his shirt, to the live stream. Yay! So this is my husband, everybody. I don't know what happened. Every other page looks the same. Everything is just going, it's okay. We're going to make it through. I was going to call you in here anyway because the light is very hot. It's very sweaty. But either way, yeah, everything else is fine. All right. Well, anyway, welcome to the live stream, everybody. So today we're going to talk about, I should reference a song. This is obviously Rihanna's Umbrella, and I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What is that movie called? Singing in the Rain. Yeah, Singing in the Rain. And so, fun fact about me, I love Glee. And so Glee did this song, and they did a mashup of Singing in the Rain and Umbrella by Rihanna. And I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Yay, you're getting it back. I don't know what I did wrong. Thank you, baby. Yay, he fixed it. Everybody give a hand clap for Jamile. Bye, baby. Thank you. Anyway, so I love Glee, and they did this song where they mashed up Rihanna, Umbrella, and Singing in the Rain. And I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Let me turn down this reverb because I don't need it right now. Okay, yay. So yes. Okay, I can breathe now. Today's rough. It's rough. Either way. Hi, everybody. I didn't practice that song very much. I just knew that I wanted to do it. So I was just kind of like experimenting to see what I liked. And I liked it. So yay. Again, yes. Let me know that you can hear me. Everything's good. Everything's good. Shout out to you for being here. Hi, Riding Mile. Shout out to my husband, Marcus, and Winged Wolf 500. Hi. Hello, everybody. All right. So today I want to talk about building a life you love, or like a dream life, right? So you know how I feel about school, and how I feel like school ruins everybody's creativity and dreams. And they basically teach everybody how to be workers, or how to be employees at a place, right? So, and it's okay, Winged Wolf, like Alicia Keys, that whole era was interesting because I feel like when that song came out, I was in 10th grade, I think. 10th grade. Marcus, correct me. I don't know. I think I was in 10th grade, but I was obsessed with that album. And Alicia Keys' album, oh my gosh, the song that had some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. That album. Okay, yeah. So that whole era, like there were a lot of great artists that were in that era that came out with great music. So yeah, I would confuse those two too, but yeah. And this is before, this is like when Rihanna went really bad. All of a sudden she was like this bad girl, like, ooh, good girl gone bad. It was like, her new thing. And I guess like she always stayed there, I guess. I don't know. Either way. Yes, it was a great album. So I want to talk about following your dreams. So we talk about that a lot here on this channel. Now let me switch over the mic so I can put down this mic. And we're going to do something we haven't done in a very long time, which is like draw. And for those of you who are just joining, my drawing skills are not, what you would expect. They're very much stick figures. So it'll be fun. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to switch over. Let me know if you can hear me, please. If you can hear me, let me know. And I'll take off these headphones for now. Whew. I don't know why I get nervous, you guys. I just get so nervous. And then when I get nervous, like I can't breathe. And then like I'm singing off key, and it's just like, And then like you're nervous about singing off key and it's just, just go down in flames. Either way, we're alive and we're here. So yes, let's see. Share screen. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. Yay. Okay, we're here. Yay. All right. So I figured, okay, cool. Yay. Hi, Zach. No worries. Please. It's fine. Listen, it was a nightmare. So like literally all you missed was me sweating, me, messing up the computer somehow. And singing a song that I liked and then getting really, really nervous and couldn't breathe. So like I said, we're here, we're having fun. It's all good. All right. Awesome. Thank you. So yay. How was everybody's day? I really want to know. But on top of that, we're going to talk about following our dreams. No, seriously. It was a mess. I'll probably redo the song eventually somehow and just like really do it because I was, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about following our dreams. Everybody makes it seem like following our dreams is so like unattainable. Like they make it seem like, I don't know. I think some people want to protect us, right? By saying like, oh, you can't do what you want to do, or like it's unrealistic. Or some people I feel like are just kind of like dream crappers where they just kind of take your dream and say, I couldn't follow mine, or I didn't have the courage to follow mine. So I'm going to break yours in half and then tell you like to go, suck it and go work for somebody else or whatever, like, or, shoot lower. Right. And I released a video earlier today talking about, building a business. And this is kind of tying together because I feel like we're kind of programmed to dream. We're kind of programmed. People tell us how to dream or like, oh yeah, dream big, reach for the stars. And there's nothing wrong with that. Right. But like they tell you to reach for the stars that they see and not the ones that you see. Like they tell you to, when you build a business, be a millionaire, be a gazillionaire, make all the money you can. I don't know, buy up all the property, buy up all the things. You want a luxury car, a mansion, a house on the hill, whatever like the American version of like wealth is, or like, I guess what they sell to us that wealth is. When really, some of us haven't even really checked in with ourselves to see if like we actually want to follow that dream. Like even going to school, right? Like even going, and I keep talking about this because school is for some people, but school is not for everybody. But school is pushed on us and forced on us so much that we're just like, oh, I have to apply for a college. I have to go to the school. I have to go to this program to learn X, Y, and Z. If I want to become, a surgeon, yes, you should go to school, right? But if you just want to become a poet or you want to become a lifeguard or a life coach, right? Then there's not really a program for you out there in college. Like you can go to college and study creative writing, but like, the act of creating poetry is what actually gets you to become a good poet, right? So you don't need to go to a college and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars just to learn how to write poetry. And even then, just kind of a side tangent, even then, like with art school and stuff like that, like people telling you, oh, this is how you become a poet. You should write like this. Like we're studying these greats that people deem to be greats. And especially if you're not going to like an HBCU, if you're going to a PWI, you're usually going to study like these contemporaries, these people who are just like canon great writers, right? But like, what about, I'm just going to say it. I feel like school kind of teaches you how to write for the masses in a way that they deem artistic, when really you have the skills in you all along. Like, can people really tell you like, oh, that's a horrible poem? Can they say that? If it's art, are people allowed to do that? I don't know. And I'm not going to college for thousands of dollars for someone to tell me that my poetry is trash. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's a whole other thing. Hi, AJ's road tripping. It is a great day. It is a great day. Zach says, mine went great. Just woke up at 11. Ooh, and chilled all day. Must be nice. Oh yeah, you said you're off today. So that's great. I'm off for sleeping in. I also learned that I'll be going to Canada for a while. Yeah, congratulations. When are you going? Tell us all about it, please. Zach said, I feel like school looks at you as a grade more than a person. Okay, Zach, yes, that's exactly how I feel. School really programs you, and I'm just going to speak in very broad terms because I don't feel like mincing my words right now, but School kind of prepares you to be an employee. They don't prepare you to follow your dream. And if you follow your dream, it really disrupts the system, right? It's a system at 5 years old. You're taught to be in school for 8 hours a day, to sit still, to be obedient, you know, to be, to try to earn grades, which, you know, is basically money. Like you do something in exchange for something. Like you're being programmed at a very young age to be an upstanding citizen or whatever they think that is, right? And so, you know, we're kind of pushed and pumped that like, oh, well, you know, I got to get A's. I got to get all A's. I have to be head of the class. Like I have to, you know, be a super, I don't know. I can't take no days off from school, meaning like, and that translate later on, like, oh, I can take no days off from work. Like I was just talking to Marcus earlier, shout out to Marcus for taking days off, because a lot of people pride themselves on that. They use that as like, oh, I never take a day off. Oh, I never, you know, I don't know. I never was late to class. I never turn in an assignment late, when really life happens. And I don't know why we're graded in such strict like ways. And there are some teachers who, you know, say like, girl, please, it's not that serious. But a lot of teachers like, no, you need to have this done by this date. And they're so rigid, but life is not like that, right? Life does not go according to our plans. So when we're growing up, like as children, you're asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And like, the world is your oyster. You could do anything. But really, when you think about it, we don't know everything that we can do. And so if someone comes in career day, oh, a firefighter, a police officer, and there's nothing wrong with these positions also. Like, I'm not saying that you can't be a firefighter, you know what I mean? If you want to be a firefighter, but like an accountant and a teacher, what else? A principal, like these are the things that we're introduced to, but no one really shows us all the things that we can do. So, you know, after we graduate, we're still being programmed like, oh, you need this car. Like every commercial is telling you essentially like, oh, you're not good enough unless you have this product, this car, this toothpaste, this dress, these shoes, this membership, whatever it is. Like you're not enough until you have these things, right? But when you actually start to like check in with yourself, have you really asked yourself, like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why do I want this? Do I even really want this, right? So, and it's crazy because why is it crazy that people follow their dream? Like, why is it weird that people want to do what they love? Why is that strange to people? Why is that so disruptive to people? Why can't people just let people be and do their things, right? Why is it such a foreign idea for people to follow their dreams and do what they love? Shouldn't that be obvious? Like, duh, what a concept, right? Imagine loving what you do. Imagine pursuing a life that brings you happiness and joy and makes an impact in your community. Imagine doing all that stuff and people looking at you and applauding you for that, instead of what happens today where people are like, no, that's not going to pay the bills. No, like, but you don't want to be looked at as a failure. You don't want to embarrass yourself. Like people are putting their own thoughts on you. All that to say that we really never take time to really look at our own life to figure out what exactly we want, right? As I was talking earlier before about building a business, like entrepreneurship, people are saying you need to be a 6-figure earner, $1 million earner. Like you need to make, like, why can't we all be millionaires and billionaires, right? I'm gonna leave my thoughts to the side for this one just for a second. But why do you need to be a millionaire? Like, it'll be great. Please, if somebody handed me a check for $1 million today, listen, like, me and the hubby are out of here. Okay. We're doing something, you know, we're giving money away. That'd be awesome. But I also understand the work that it takes to be a millionaire. And I'm really trying to question, do I want to do that work that it takes to be a millionaire? If I have to sacrifice years of my life, if I have to miss out on wonderful opportunities, like with my friends or just for fun, or, you know, if I have to miss out on milestones of my friends' kids or like my own kids, you know what I mean? Like, is it really worth it? And does the model of the life that I want to create line up with being a millionaire? You know what I'm saying? Like, we never really consider those things. We're just like, we're told like, oh, snap. No, we need to be rich. We need to be rich. And it's like, but for what though? Like, if you're not clear about what you want to do in your life, then you're just going to be, like I said earlier in the video, chasing the wind. And so you'll be discontent forever. Zach says, I'll be going to Canada around next week or the week after. I think we're going to Timmins. Well, I never heard of that. But going back to the topic of school, if you look at school 150 years ago, it looks almost the same to what we have now. Isn't that weird? Is that normal? Like, I don't like it. School also teaches you to socialize and network. This is true. But we've been socializing as kids. Like when you're even before you go to class, I mean, class is in like kindergarten, right? For me, it was different because the schools I went to weren't really in my, I guess, around my house. So like the kids I played around with in the yard weren't the people I went to school with. So like, but I still had social skills playing with them in the yard. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned, oh, we have to share. Oh, like, I don't know, say sorry if you hurt somebody's feelings. Like you learn rejection, that kind of stuff. And while the component of being socialized is important, I also feel like they don't even allow you to be that social beyond lunch and recess. Maybe like there's not really that many opportunities to be social in school. And then if you are social, then you're punished for it. Like it's like, stop talking in class, stop passing notes. Like back in the day, we used to pass notes. I don't know if they still pass notes now, but we used to pass notes. I know they probably have like phones and stuff, but like, we had that, what do you call? We had that social want, but there was no room for us to really like, put it together. I mean, unless you played sports and stuff like that. But even when you play sports, like it's like, we're in practice right now. Everybody focus, everybody pay attention. You know what I mean? Timmins is like the very end of Ontario. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That's really cool. Jealous. It's very, very, very up north. Oh, is it gonna be chilly? Might be chilly there. Wingwell 500 said, went to school out of your district. Yeah, so technically my local school is Wise, but that wasn't even built yet. And before that, my local school was Douglas High School, which didn't make any sense because Largo technically is closer than Douglas to me. But for some reason, the way that they mapped out the districts, it was weird. Largo's like 10 minutes from where I live, 10 to 15, maybe 10. I think just 10 minutes. Douglas, I think, is at least like 15, 20 minutes. So I don't know. It was weird. Either way, I went to Largo because of the biotech program. So I was in like the Strand biotech, but yeah. So I want you guys to play along with me and I want to hear what you want your life to look like, but I thought it might be fun. I don't know if you're interested, like to give yourself space and time to really sit there and say, if money wasn't an issue, if I didn't have to follow the rules that everybody told me to follow, if I didn't have to be anybody but myself or please anybody but myself, what would I be doing with my life, right? And also be open to the fact that you can have multiple like avenues. You can do multiple things. You don't have to just pick one thing, right? So for me, I like the idea of doing multiple things because it doesn't put so much pressure on one thing to make me all the money I need to make to live. Like I'm grateful that I'm married because my husband is really like the breadwinner for us. But really, if I was living by myself, I wouldn't want to do one thing forever to make money. That sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me. I've tried and I have been employed since I was 16. And the job is exciting when you first get it. And then after a while, you're like, is this it? Like, is this all? When I was at McDonald's, like, they're like, oh yeah, you could be a manager. And I'm like, no, I'm seeing them being stressed out. I'm seeing them work, 6 days a week, I think, making like minimum wage. I'm like, or just above it. Like, I'm like, nah, sis, it's not worth it to me. So I just wanted to play around and, show you guys what I am going to do because I'm claiming that I'm going to do it. I'm claiming that I am going to do it. And I wrote down my little, first of all, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things I want to do with my life so far. This isn't everything, but to keep it short, that's what I'm going to do. First of all, I want to sing. I love singing. Singing brings me so much joy. It feels good. It's healing. You know what I mean? Like people seem to enjoy it. So maybe there's a market for me out there. Okay, that looks like an ice cream cone. A mic. Again, welcome to drawing. What did Bob Ross says? There's only happy mistakes. Happy mistakes? Happy mistakes. So yeah, I want to sing. And for a while, like a lot of people told me like, oh, you have a great voice, but like no one ever showed me, oh, you can actually make a living doing this. And for a while, I didn't think that you could. I thought that it was like, oh, this is just like a pipe dream. Nobody can make a living while singing. And people make a living while singing all the time, whether they're writing songs, selling things, whether they're teaching other people how to write songs or sing, like vocal lessons, stuff like that. Like you can make a living singing. Like you can do it. It's possible. It's been done. And people literally make a living by just selling their music. You know what I mean? And I'm not there yet. But one day I do hope to get to the point where I can just make a living off of singing. Let's go happy mistakes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bob Ross was like a genius. He's a genius. Y'all excuse my computer if you hear it. It's acting up. Okay. So I want to sing. That's the first thing I want to do. And in singing, I want to, so me and my husband have been RVing, I guess 2 years at this point. 2 years ago, we traveled all the way to Colorado, up to Ohio, down to Florida, and back to the DMV in our RV, and everywhere in between. And so that was great. And one thing that I want to do is, let's see if I can. Let's see. I want to travel in an RV. Okay. Window. I want to travel in an RV and sing. I want to put myself on tour. That's one goal that I'm having for, if not this year, then next year. Like, mark my words, y'all. I'm going on tour in my RV. This is a window. Actually, let me do this. That's me in the window. So yes, I want to go on tour, and I want to like pop up at different places like national parks, and I want to sing. I want to put on concerts at national parks across the country. That would be a dream. Like, I don't know how that would happen. I don't know, like, I hope to put out music this year, so hopefully I can get some buzz behind my name. But starting out, I want to tour the DMV area. That's what I want to do. Like, just pop up the RV somewhere and be like, hey, pop up, RV concert, and have people come out, listen to the music. We can talk, we can vibe, we can make music on the fly like we do here, but just do it in a live setting. And of course, like, COVID happened, so it's like, it's not like, oh, you could be doing that right now. Like, we really have to be safe. But either way, yes. Zach says, if I really wanted to have what my perfect life, I'd want to be a Southern gospel singer because that's my favorite genre of music. Do it, Zach, do it. Why not? Do it. Zach says, that's all. I just want to have a steady income and maybe even become wealthy and have a nice house and a nice car. There's nothing wrong with having a nice car or a nice house, right? The whole point is like just to be specific about what you want, because if you're not careful, the world will tell you what to have and what you want. So like, okay, so some people now live in their RVs. Like, shout out to, are you still here? I think you're still here. Oh no, is he not here? AJ's road tripping. Are you here? If you're here, like, people are literally living in their RVs, like, and people like are looking down on them or like judging them or whatever. And they're the happiest people on earth because they only have to pay, like, maybe, if it depends on what RV you get, of course, because there are very expensive RVs out there. But some people only pay like what, $1,000 a month or like $200 a month, or they just buy the RV outright and they don't have to pay anything at all. So they're living in this RV, they're traveling the world, they're eating well, they're taking care of themselves, they have all this margin and room to do what they really love, right? So like, if that is not saying that you have to move into an RV, but like you can really like format your life to be something that fits you. Like, you don't have to do what everybody else says. Like, having a nice car and a nice house is like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, you have the ability to make it mean whatever you want it to mean. And it doesn't have to mean what everybody else says it has to mean. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Zach says, I will force my mom to go see your tour. Yay! That would be a dream. I would love to see you there. I would. Okay. So yes. So I would love to travel in an RV across the country. Lord help me. I'm about to draw the United States. Okay, it's something like this, and then like this, kind of. Okay. We don't have to be perfectionists. It's okay. Happy mistakes. Yeah, it is what it is. This is this is wildly inaccurate, but this is the United States. I don't know. Okay. It's the United States. So around the country, going to national parks and beautiful places, like just setting up our RV and singing songs and talking to people and just like having a great time. A dream. That is a dream. And I feel like it's doable. I don't think that it's like, you know what I mean? I don't think that it's like, oh, this is so far-fetched, you can't do it. Like, me and my husband traveled the country before in our RV, so I just got to figure it out. We'll see. And I'll keep you all updated too on that dream. Yes, happy accidents. Yes. Okay. Next, I want to shout out to Marcus if you're here still. I would love to live on a farm. Is this brown? This looks black to me. Hey. Okay, there we go. Let's do this. I would love to live on a farm with my friends. live on a farm with my friends in a tiny house community. This is a dream, and they might not want to do that, but that's okay. But this is just how I see it in my head. A house, a tiny home, it doesn't matter. I want to live in community with people who get me, who are my people. That would be an absolute dream to me, and whatever that means. I feel like in this Western world, and this is something that we've talked about too, like being an individual or being about self is pushed, when everywhere else in the world, and even people who come here, they're very much about community. Like community is everything. And so we're trying to get ahead. We're trying to like make things happen, but we're doing it alone. And there's like, what is that proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Right. And I really believe that community is what a lot of people are missing. And so, yeah, like if you can buy land together with your friends so that you can split the cost and split the work of the farm, right? Why not do that? You know what I'm saying? We all win. Like everybody benefits from that. Everybody benefits from that. Okay. So this is a farm, in case it doesn't look like it. I know there's no cows or anything, but just imagine all the animals, chickens, plants. Okay. And going into the farm, right? That's just something I want to do. I want to become an herbalist. I want to study plants, herbs, flowers, different kinds of foods, even like that heal the body. And even like a pocket, like I want to get into like aromatherapy. I want to do all that stuff, right? So yeah, okay, it's green. Perfect. So I want to become an herbalist, and I am researching things now. No, that's still green. I'm researching classes now. I just got to, save a little money, save a little coin to get it done. But ultimately, a lot of the stuff that I want to do, a lot of the dreams that I have is for my community. Like, I love Black folk, and I want us to do well. I want Black folk to win. Like, I want us to be healthy. I want us to be all of ourselves. Yeah. And so I would use, whatever I learn in my herbalism classes and courses and certifications and all that good stuff to help my people. And that's what I plan to do. That's what I plan to do. Yay. Marcus says #farm life. Absolutely. Shout out to your worms. So Marcus bought worms, and that helps with the worms help with the soil. It's a whole thing. Like, he's been studying it. He's been taking care of them. So shout out to him. So yay. Yes, absolutely. Just to be clear, he bought worms. He has worms for the ground. All right. Next, getting into like, aromatherapy, herbalism, all that good stuff. I want to make candles. I have candles sitting in, or like, candle, what do you call them? Like candle kits, not kits, but the ingredients to start making candles. Oh Lord. This is a candle, you guys. This is a candle. I want to make candles. I want to make teas. And this is the thing. I'm saying this out loud because I'm owning it. And I feel like we should all own what we want to do. You know what I mean? Like, we should all own without apology. Be like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I'm going to make music and I'm going to write books, right? Like, be unapologetic about what you really want to do in life. Like, and I get it, because for a lot of people, they're like, girl, you're doing too much. Like, you all over the place. But I feel like we all have these like desires deep in our heart that we're afraid to own because of what other people are going to say or how they're going to judge us, or, you know what I'm saying? Or like, can I really make money doing this? The answer is yes. You can make money doing anything, but everything doesn't have to be about the money. You know what I mean? Like, once you have, that's what I was talking about earlier. Once you have enough money to fit like your lifestyle and the things you need, and to save and to give to other people, like, you'll have room and freedom to do all the things that you want to do. So maybe starting out, with my herbalism stuff, maybe I will charge, and maybe later on I won't have to, because I'll just be able to give the information out freely or give the stuff out freely. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, coming back to all that stuff, I'm going to try to draw a flame. Ooh, yay. Okay, it's a flame. All right. So I also want to make tea. And I would love to hear you all's dream too. Like, own your dreams. Do what you say what's the song? Say what you want to say. Let the words fall out. Anyway, just own it. Like, be brave and own what you want to do. because I really feel like, no, we don't have to do everything, right? But there are some people who aren't stepping into what they're supposed to be doing or what they want to do. Like, there's a reason why you want to do that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just have that desire for no reason. Again, like I talked about before, I have no desire to, I don't know. I have no desire. What don't I want? Because I want to do a lot of things. I'm trying to think of, I have no desire to make blankets. I don't. You know what I mean? It's just not something I want to do. But there's somebody who's like, I really want to make blankets. I just don't know how. I just don't know where to start, right? And there's a reason why you feel that way, because you're supposed to be doing it. You're supposed to be doing it. And it's like a puzzle piece. When you're not stepping into like your piece, like the piece is missing and we feel it missing. Like it's a gap. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why God gave you those desires and those wants. Like, and it doesn't have to be like a multi-million-dollar business. It could literally just be like, I want to make blankets. And then it's like, you know, oh, like, you know, you can give blankets to people who are, you can knit blankets together for people who are in chemotherapy or something. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason why we have our gifts and our wants and our desires is to serve other people. Like everything we have, like, yes, we want to live a good life for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I feel like the reason why we want to do all the things we want to do, the reason why we're so interested in so many stuff is to help other people, because other people need us. They need our help. They need our expertise and our passion. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I said candle. Okay. So I have this project called the Full Well Project. And for a long time, I had no idea what it was going to be. Comment. Zach says, I love the smell of candles. There's one by Yankee that smells exactly like a Christmas tree. I know candles are amazing. Like I usually burn one, but it's out right now. But yes, I love them. My favorite scents are like fruity scents. I love apple, but I also like warm scents. So yeah. Marcus, my bad. No, he just bought worms, but yes. Worm life. Okay. So I have this project called the Full Well Project. And I started this project literally like in 2013. And it started off as like a campaign from Psalm 139, 13 through 14, where it's like, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, wonderful all your works. And I know this full well. So I took the full well and made it into the Full Well Project, where it's really like charged with like encouraging people to like know that they are one, that they're worthy, know that they are loved, to know that they're important, they're beautiful, like just know all the things that what the Bible says about them, right? Like to know the truth about who they are, because this world will like bombard us with like our not enoughness, and we will do the same thing to ourselves. So that's where it started at first. And I was like, I want to make like things and make affirmational stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing with this. Like, and so then it turned into like this like creative thing. And I was like, this isn't it. This isn't it exactly. So then I started Black Girl Creative. And then I took a break because I'm just like, okay, there's a reason why God gave this to me. And I don't know why, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. And so I went back because it's taken months for me to take a break. I'm stuttering again. It took months for me to take a break to figure out what God wants me to do with that thing. And I feel like what he wants me to do with it is just make it a passion project, like not try to make it into a business, not try to make it into something to sell to somebody or to make it make sense to other people, but really just be a passion project about what it started out being in the first place. Seeing people for who they truly are. And I'm really excited about this. Like, I'm so excited for everything I'm talking about. But this project, is going to start off as a podcast where I just interview people. So here on this live, soon I'm going to have like links so that you guys can come up here and talk with me, and we'll talk about certain things, topics and stuff like that you want to talk about. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's no pressure. But I really want like people to be seen, their stories to be heard. Like it's really like a passion project about humans being, you know what I mean? Like it's like a human being project, and just highlighting like the greatness that everybody has. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. So it's going to start off like that, and it's going to have like different iterations and stuff like that. But I'm just really excited. And when I think about this, I feel so energized. Like when I talk about this, because I feel like that's what I feel like that's what my heart really wants to do anyway. Like just to see people, to let people know that they're seen. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference between I see you and it's like, no, I see you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I see you and I hold space for you. And I just want to do that with people. Going back to the comments. Okay. Zach says, I watched a really good video on how scientists have proven that the universe is not eternal and that it has not always been here. And there had to be an eternal being to create it. Listen. Okay. Yes, I'm a Christian. Science supports God. And people try to have like this thing where like, oh, you got to choose science or God. It's like, no, like both. You know what I'm saying? Like God created science. God created the plants. You know what I'm saying? So like We can have science. It's okay. And we can also have God. Like, so yes. And I know everybody doesn't believe in God, and that, you know, that's fine. But for me, like, I know there's a God. Like, I look at sunsets and I'm like, y'all telling me that God don't exist? You know, you look at baby faces, you know what I'm saying? Like, women giving birth, you look at, like, I don't know, like, just the wonder of God is all around. You know what I'm saying? And for me, for the life of me, I don't understand how people can say that there is no God. I don't get it. Are you telling your heart to beat? Because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you telling your brain to function? I don't know what's going on in here. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. You know what I mean? But God is helping everything work together. Or like when I cut myself, why does my skin heal itself? I don't understand that. You know what I mean? And yes, science, but also who is making that thing work? There's no reason why the stuff should work. None. You know what I'm saying? Or even if like pressure changes in the atmosphere, all of a sudden we're crushed. We're going to be crushed just like that. But somehow everything works out. Anywho, enough about that. Shaughnessy, hi. The world will bombard us with our not enoughness. Love that. It's true. It's everywhere we turn, everywhere. That is marketing. That is marketing. Like, buy this water, it'll make you healthier, or buy this gym membership because you want to be healthy because you're not healthy enough, or, you know, just simple things. But like, yes, the world reminds us that we're not enough. The world reminds us that we're missing something. And the truth is we're not. We're complete. We have everything we need. Anywho, yes. Okay. So what'd I say? Okay. Also, with my wealth, right? I want to build a tiny house community for people, for anybody. I mean, but especially for people who can't like afford housing, because housing is ridiculous. Like, housing is a right. It's not a privilege. Everybody needs to be housed. And I believe that everybody deserves to have a house that they feel safe in, that they feel secure in, that is not like infested, that is that is safe, like even in the environment, that everybody should have access to nature. Everybody should have access to clean water, to community. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to a house. Like, there's something dignifying. There's something that makes you feel dignified when you have your own place, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people don't have that because it's too hard to get housing. It's too hard. And I don't believe that people should have to move out of their hometown or their city to find housing that works. So eventually, I want to build a tiny house community where people can come and live, raise their children, you know, or just by themselves, get their lives together, get back on their feet, or live there permanently. You know what I mean? Like, and I would love that, where I can like teach them like different skills and stuff like that. Teach them things so that they don't have to depend on a job if they don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can make wealth with their own hands. You feel me? And yeah, that's what I want to do. Tiny, y'all forgive me. Home. This isn't a real pen, so it's weird. Community. Yay. Okay. Kind of going in line with that, I also want to create an art retreat center. So kind of like into the tiny house community, I want to have like different tiny house, like not shacks, but like cabins where Black artists can come out and create art. And I want to sponsor it. I want people to be sponsored to come out, because unfortunately, people with more money have more access to these things, these opportunities, and you know, these places to like just like get away and take a gap year and, you know, all this other stuff. And I really feel like it's unfortunate because it's not fair. Like, people want to be able to experience and create art that they love, but they need time and space and energy to do it. But a lot of Black people are overworked. We're exhausted. We're tired. We're also trying to survive, right? So we're taking these jobs, and I get it. You got to work to survive. You got to work to eat, but you really don't have time to really cultivate what you want to cultivate. I would love to create a center where people can just come and rest. Like, they can rest, they can make stuff, they can be in silence, they can sleep for like 5 days. You know what I'm saying? Because Black people are exhausted. They are tired. Okay. Tired. Shaughnessy says, I remind myself of that when I look at social media influencers, again, glasses, I don't know where they are. Social media influencers or YouTubers, because so much of it is subtle marketing and seeing you and selling you a lifestyle. Selling you a life. Exactly. And I'll tell you, like, even from me and my husband, when we still have our channel from our RV, so you can check it out if you want to. I'll put the link in there at some point. But we were very clear from the beginning about not trying to sell a lifestyle, right? We're not trying to make this glamorized. We're not trying to make this, oh, everybody should RV because it's so amazing. And like, there's never any problems. On our videos, we talk about tire blowouts, money, the frustration of like people who are homeless, like they glamorize. It's funny. They used to look down on people who RV. My glasses are sitting right here. They used to look down on people who RV like, oh, they're trailer trash. But now it's become so glamorized. Like it's become gentrified almost. You know what I mean? Like now it's like, oh, now we got RV and all this other stuff. It's like, no, like, you know, some people are like vacationing, but a lot of people who are RVing are doing it because they don't have another choice. A lot of people, when we were living in, when we lived in our RV and we were in Florida, we saw the same families come to that place, like to sleep, like to go to bed, you know what I mean? And they slept in their cars. Like it wasn't even an RV, it was like a car. And my heart just broke because these are the stories that people are not telling. You know what I'm saying? Like it's being overtaken by people in the RV community that's just like, oh yeah, you know, like, you know, be rich and wealthy and all this. And it's just like, and people are poor living in their cars. And I don't know. I just felt a way about that. But yeah, we were very clear to not try to glamorize anything. Like, yes, it was fun. We had a great time. Don't get me wrong. We went to a lot of places. We were like enamored with like the travel experience and like the mountains in Colorado and the rivers and all this wonderful stuff that we've never seen being on the East Coast. But at the same time, we wanted to be very, very clear that everything that glitters is not gold. You know what I mean? Zach says, ooh, another channel to subscribe to. Yes, I'll share it. Maybe that's where the phrase "I'll sleep when I'm dead" came from. Yes. Don't like, I hate when people say that. Like, I hate that. And some people feel like they have to say that. Right? Because let's be honest, like life has not been fair to everybody. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Okay. But no, like seriously, a lot of people feel like, you know, well, you know, I just got to hustle. I got to keep on grinding, whether it is by choice or by obligation. You know what I'm saying? Like people, if you got 10 babies and you know, if in your mind, you're like, I gotta feed these kids, you know, there's no other option for me. And for a lot of those people, they're tired, they're exhausted. They don't have any time to think about themselves. They don't have any time to think about, oh, I need a nap. Like nap. Are you kidding me? And then there are some people who glamorize hustle culture, which is a, you know, touchy topic for me, because again, like I said before, like Black people have been hustling our entire lives, like generation to generation. Like we have inherited exhaustion. You know what I'm saying? We are inherently exhausted. We come out the womb exhausted. When we're babies, like, yeah, we get to sleep because we're babies. But then at some, get up, it's time to get up. It's like, why? I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? And I, even for myself, like there was a week, like a couple of weeks ago, I was just tired. I was just so tired. And I could not, it felt like I couldn't catch up with myself. And those are the times when I'm like, you know what? Checking out, I need a nap. And I'm fortunate enough that my husband, you know, can work and that we have some flexibility in our schedule to where we can rest when we need to. But some people don't have that. And I would love to create, let me just draw a circle, a little like community where people can come and sleep or create, you know what I mean? Or just like commune with God or themselves. Like, do they know what their own voice sounds like? You know what I mean? Like without being bombarded by the outside. Anyway, so that's what I really want to do. A retreat, like a creative retreat center, like for Black folks to come and rest. All right, I'm just gonna do a couple more because, you know, it's 9 o'clock and I want to respect you guys' time. I could go on and on and on. But yes, an artist retreat center. Teach, and I would love in that place, I would love to teach people. And okay, I'm excited. Okay, I would love to teach people how to rest, how to create, how to have hobbies, how not to look at themselves as a machine or a product, you know, because again, that's something that we have to unlearn. Like our ancestors as slaves, they were a product. They were basically machines. Like they were treated as animals. And so again, this glamorized version of hustle culture has infiltrated our minds to make us think like, oh, I am worth what I create. I am worth how much money I have. I am worth, you know, how many people applaud me, how many people, you know, sign up for this, you know what I mean? And none of that has anything to do with our worth. And we really have to unlearn that. But even if I never can build this retreat center, I'm hoping I can one day. I'm still going to preach that even from this channel, like even for what 9 people are watching right now, I'm telling you all this, right? Like go to bed, take a nap, you know, you're not what you're worth. And I really hope that my message and other people's messages, because other people are talking the same stuff. There's this woman, I can't think of her name right now, but she has something called the Nap Ministry. Follow her, y'all. Please support her work because she is so adamant about Black people resting, about Black people literally like the nap ministry. Like she literally had events where people would come and just take a nap during the day. I would love to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like have little like, because how absurd does that sound? Like nap, I can't nap. Exactly. That's the whole point of it. It's like to disrupt the system that wears us out, that wears us thin, that kills us. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's called the Nap Ministry. So check it out. Oh, Zach says, I don't care if you go on and on and on. I got until like 10:30. Oh, thank you, Zach. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. Yes. So check it out. The Nap Ministry. I can't think of her name. I apologize, but she's amazing. And I'm basically like fangirling this woman because I'm like, yes. Like this is exactly like she said, imposter syndrome is not what you think it is. It's white supremacy. Like it's this idea again that, oh, who am I to do this? Who are you not to do it? Who are you not to do that? Because the world benefits, let me calm down. The world benefits from you not believing in yourself. The world benefits from you not believing you can follow your dream or do that thing, right? Because if she never pursued her thing, if she believed that, oh, who am I to create this thing? Who am I? Like if she went with imposter, she would not have that ministry for other people to rest. She would not be able to stand on her platform and say those things, right? The world actually benefits, like you benefit the world by doing your own thing, by disrupting the system, by not going along with what other people said that you should do. Like, you know what I'm saying? The world needs more workers. It needs more. And I'm not against jobs. Like, just have a job that you actually enjoy. Have a job that you feel like you're making an impact in. Don't work at a place that you suffer at. If you have a choice, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to work a 9 to 5, be happy to clock in. You know what I'm saying? Be happy to make an impact. You know what I mean? Because let me tell you something. There are people who are happy to work at McDonald's. And I'm not even knocking it. It's not a joke. Like, I'm being dead serious. They're like, this is amazing. I love this job. You know what I'm saying? And it's not me, but there are people who do that. And that's enough for them. You know what I mean? And so it's almost like when we take up spaces in places where we're not supposed to be, we feel it because we don't want to be there. And then somebody else, we're holding a job that somebody else could have, that somebody else could enjoy. You feel me? And this is for anything, not just jobs, but also in school. Like if you're studying something you hate, drop it. Life is too short to study something you hate with professors you don't like. Like, I wish I could go back in time and tell myself that because it's, you know, we move forward, we do what we can. But yeah. Wingwell 500 says, as in church programs subject to change, as like in church programs subject to changing, which includes time. Exactly. Shaughnessy says, reminds me of this Twitter thread I saw a couple of months ago about how Americans work for years until we retire. And then so many people die a couple of years after retiring, having worked all their life. Exactly. Like it is very arrogant. Well, it's not even arrogant. It's a lie that we believe that we have 80 plus years on this earth. You don't know. You have no idea. And even still, when you think about the system of work, we work 5 days a week. This is just like a standard job. You work 5 days a week from 9 to 5, which is most of your waking hours, right? You work from 9 to 5, 5 days a week. You only get 2 days off, but really Saturday is for doing everything that you're supposed to be doing that you wish that you could do during the week. Sunday is really like exhausting because you're already preparing for the week. So you really have no downtime. Then out of 52 weeks, you're only given 2, just 2, like just 2 to do whatever you do. So then you're stuffing everything in your 2 weeks. Then you're exhausted because you're like, dang, I didn't really rest. I went on vacation. I traveled. I did all this fun stuff, but I didn't rest. So now I'm exhausted. I'm going back. So then you need a vacation from your vacation. It's a lie. It's just, and no other system works like this. You know what I mean? When you go to other countries, even European countries, they're like, it's a siesta. Okay. Like I'll come back when I feel like coming back. I'm going home to take a nap and eat with my family. Like they pride themselves on their family and their community and their culture. But here in America, it's very much like work until you die. You got to earn your rest. You got to earn your leisure. You got to earn your sleep. You got to earn your shower. What? No. Go take a nap. Like, and this is why I'm trying to build a business from so I don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to give my babies, if I have them, some options. You know what I mean? That they don't have to go out into the workforce. And again, I honor my ancestors because they did the best that they could. You feel me? But now with the privileges that I have that they did not have, I have choices. And so I choose to do my own thing because that's trash. That's trash. Like you, even people like, oh, I'm an RV when I retire. It's like, okay, but you can, like, there's nothing wrong with that. But why can't you do that now? the life I want to build, I want to work 6 months on, take 6 months off. Like, it doesn't have to be like 6 months in a row, but just like 6 months on, 6 months off. Like work, save that money, and then use that money for the other 6 months to enjoy my life, and then go back to work doing something I love. Like, why can't we build a life like that? That sounds fun to me. I'll do one more. Okay, just one more, guys. Okay, and ultimately, this is my ultimate dream. Like, yes, I would love to create, you know, these resources and these places for people to come, but really, if I were to ever be a millionaire, this would be why. This would be why. I would love to give money away. It's a head, not the whole body. Whatever. We'll do a body. Yay. Alicia Bucks. I don't know what that is. I didn't do that. Okay. But yes, like, I don't know. Money. I would love to give money away. And this is what I plan to do anyway. Again, once I build my businesses, and I mean, but even now, you can still be generous now. I want to give scholarships away to people. I did not pay attention to art class. I'm trying, y'all. Anyway, I want to give scholarships to people, and not just for school. If somebody wants to become, I don't know, if somebody wants to become, say, an herbalist, like I want to become, right? I want to be able to be like, okay, here you go. Here's the money for the program. And here, I'll pay for the program for you. Here it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, go study it. And here's some starting herbs to get you started, right? If somebody needs groceries, I want to be able to pay for their groceries for a whole year. If somebody needs housing, I want to be able to buy a house so a family can stay in that house. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things, and it's just like, oh, it's so frustrating because my resources are only, you know, so much at this point, right? And so there's so much that I want to do, and I do believe that God will help me do it. And maybe it'll come in a way that doesn't require money. Maybe it'll come, you know, with sponsorships or whatever it is. Like, I just want to give to people. There are so many people who just do not have, and it doesn't make any sense. They just don't have. And so I would love to create something where people can come, like, without shame, without guilt. It's like, even people who are guilting people who are on unemployment. Why are we kicking people when they're down? If people need unemployment, let them take it. You're not better than them. It's so annoying. Like, this whole idea of asking for help is lost on so many people because they're afraid of being shamed. They're afraid of, you know, being judged, when we all need help. We all needed help at some point. You feel me? And so I want to create a system where people can come without shame, without fear, without judgment, to get what they need. Food, I got you. I'm hoping this summer, like, to start, or even next summer, whatever. Like, I want to do a pantry, like a traveling pantry where I can go different places. In the RV, we got the RV, so why not use it? Go different places and pass out food. Get donations from, or money or food from other places to pass out to other people. Like, there's so much stuff that I just want to do that I just do not have. If I cry, it's okay. But it's just so frustrating to me because all I want to do is give. You feel me? All I want to do is give. And people who have it to give, a lot of them don't. You know, and it's so annoying. Let me calm down. Keel says, no, you're given 2 weeks of your time back. Yes. This is precisely why I work on a contract basis. I know that's right. We are so same chop. Yes, like, yes, because no. It's a no for me. It's a no. Shaughnessy says, yes, despite what you see on social media, most people are broke, sis, like broke. And that's real. And what's crazier is, like, people are judging people for, like, asking for help. But the people who are judging those people, you want to ask for help. You want someone to come up and help you. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's the whole point of community. That's the whole point of people having, so that other people can have too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so silly to me. Like, and I get it because, and this is also like learned behavior. Like, when you're in class, when you're sitting in the class and you raise your hand and ask for help, or you don't understand something, and the kids snicker, or the teacher scowls their face and says, I already explained this to you. Like, you're trained as a child to not want to ask for help. You're trained to try to figure it out yourself. Like, and it's like, okay, cool. If I could figure it out, I would have, you know what I'm saying? But I really don't understand. Like, and I remember sitting in class and feeling dumb. Because I'm just like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, I'm so confused. Can you clarify this for me? And then again, having the teacher judge you and tell you, oh, you're not paying attention or keep up or whatever. And it's just like, yo, if people had compassion, like the world would be such, we all know this, right? If people had compassion, the world would be a better place. But we're really taught as children, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. But the people who are telling you to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps did not pull themselves up by their own bootstraps. Look at the foundation of this country. Like people were slaughtered and murdered and like raped and pillaged and things were stolen from other people to get that thing. But now they're telling you to pull yourself. I don't think so. It's a lie. I'm not doing it. I'm not interested. And I want people to know that it's okay to ask for help. And and come to the pantry. Why not get free food? Even if you have grocery money, like why not? Like if that money can be spent elsewhere, like on your air or your heat, you know what I'm saying? Or your rent, like, anyway, Shaughnessy says nothing wrong with getting emotional. I feel you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Writing my says you have such a beautiful heart. Looking forward to seeing the amazing things God will do through you. Well, praise God. I'm waiting for God to do it too. And that's why I'm just like, for a long time, I was like, okay, when I have the money, I'll do this. And I'm just like, no, like I have the resources now. I have time. I have connections. I have the ability to give what I have now. You know what I'm saying? Like even for the Full Up Project, I have events that I want to put on to help the community. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be rich or wealthy to put on events. I could just do it. Hey, let's all meet in the park at this time to put on this thing and let's learn about this thing. You know what I'm saying? Or even like I'm trying to teach Black women how to start businesses, right? And they don't have to monetize everything they do, but just for freedom, for options, you know what I'm saying? To serve and impact their communities. Like, that's what I want to do, like to free people, to help them be seen. Like, so yeah, God will do amazing things. I do believe that, but I do feel like it does take me being obedient though, to the things that he put in my heart already. Like there are some things that I can do now on a smaller scale that I probably can't do if I was a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? Or even if I was just making good money. So I'm trying to, because while I'm saying this to you all, like I'm sharing the dreams that I have, but I'm also saying this for myself to put a stake in the ground and be like, girl, get started right now. You know what I'm saying? The RV is sitting in the driveway. Do it. Like, you know, stop talking about it and do it. And so I guess that's my question to y'all is like, what can you do like in your own community and to affect change, to change your life, the life of others? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be like putting together a retreat center. It could be, you know, letting somebody crash on your couch. Hey, you tired? You can stay with us for a little bit and just go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? For a week. You don't have to you don't have to worry about paying bills. I got you. You know, like just something small like that. And whatever that is for you. That's just an example for me. But yeah. Shaughnessy says stolen land, stolen goods, stolen resources. You preach it tonight. But for real. And then have the nerve to tell you to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps like I did. If I have to rape, if I have to steal, if I have to kill, I'm not doing it. I'm not interested. And why can't we live in a community, in a society where that's not necessary to be wealthy, where that's not necessary to be good? You feel me? Like, and yes, I'm just gonna say it. A lot of these people who are making millions and billions of dollars are not doing it ethically. They're treating their workers like trash. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really ridiculous. They're sourcing their stuff from unethical places. They're running their pipelines through whole communities. You feel me? Like, it's unethical. And so if that's the only way that I can be a millionaire, count me out. I don't want no parts. None. I'm not interested. Wingwell 500 says, where's the person playing the organ when you need it? Oh, okay, that's what this is for. I was like, what? This piano emoji. Yes. Go ahead, baby, play it. But yeah, like, I get very passionate and I'm not going to make an apology for my passion because, yeah, like I've been doing that for a long time. People are like, oh, you're so angry. I'm not angry. I'm passionate. Like I believe what I'm talking about. And I want people to speak with that same passion that they have for their things. Be unapologetic about that. You know what I'm saying? Be excited. I love when people light up and they talk about things that excite them. I love it. It's amazing. Anyway, it is 9:18, you all. But these are the dreams. Some of the dreams, not all of them. There's some of them I didn't get to, like helping bring other folks to light. Like people are so heavy. They're so weighed down. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to bring people joy. That's all I want to do. Like, and if it comes through candles or herbalism or traveling the country and singing and talking, if it's just live here on the YouTube, if it's handing out money, If it's a retreat center or a tiny home community, or tea, like I said, like that's what I want to do. Like I also want to own like a floral, like I want to be a florist. Like there's so many things that I want to do. And ultimately all it is just to bring sunshine to people at the end of the day. And I feel like no matter what you do, like your why should be consistent across the board, no matter what you do. Even if you are a mailman, you serve people's mail with everything. If you're a cook, you do that with everything. A bus driver, you do that with everything. Do it with all joy, or don't do it at all. That's really how I feel. And we all have something that we can do that brings joy and lightness, like just lightness to the community, even if it's hard jobs. You know what I'm saying? So again, I hope what I said makes sense. I know I was all over the place, but oh yes, exactly. Oh wait, sorry. Shaughnessy says, yes, ma'am. People praise billionaires, but here in Alabama, we had workers voting on getting a union. Hello, because why not? A union for fair treatment and being able to take bathroom breaks. Crazy. Amazon workers. Exactly. You hear about nightmarish stuff like peeing in bottles or like being docked for how long you go to the bathroom. What kind of life is that? I don't like, how is that ethical? Like, and these people are praised. I want to be the next Jeff Bezos. Do you? Do you really? Do you know what it takes to be Jeff Bezos? Do you know what it takes to be Bill Gates? Do you know how much like evil you have to do to be those people? Like, whew, it's a whole thing. And it's unfortunate that you have to do unethical things to be wealthy. But at the end of the day, the only way that people are being wealthy, the only people that are able to be billionaires are the people making money from people who don't have anything, whether it's workers or people buying the stuff, unfortunately. And they're not giving that money back into communities. And if they are, it's like literal pennies to them. But yes, overall, I love you guys. Ultimately, I just want you to pursue whatever is in your heart. I want you to pursue your dreams, no matter how crazy they sound. Again, even if it's making blankets and you want to give those blankets to chemotherapy patients, or, create bras for people who have mastectomies, like, you know what I'm saying? Like for breast cancer or whatever it is, like paint paintings, teach little babies how to use finger paint, or teach adults how to finger paint, like whatever it is, so that they can, oh, let me show y'all real quick. I'm gonna show y'all this and then I'm gonna let y'all go. But hold on one second. I'm wearing my pajama pants. Okay. So I recently finger painted, and this is on display, like in my, on my bookshelf. And it's not because it's amazing, because clearly it's not, but to me, like, it's a reminder to have fun. Like I finger painted this, like literally, I just got some paint on my fingers because I forgot what that felt like. I forgot what it was to be a kid and just have messy, like my handprints are all over the place, just colors all over the place, because I wanted to remind myself to have fun. To everything I do doesn't have to be good. Everything I do doesn't have to be productive or brilliant or like, and I feel like, just one more aside, I feel like that's how it is for, especially for Black people, right? It's like, they always tell us you gotta be 10 times as good to get half as far. And then so you're already born with this idea that everything you have to do has to be excellent, and it becomes a trap. It becomes like a jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if it's not good, I can't do it. If it's not good, we become, again, those imposters, like, oh, I'm not good enough to do this. I can't do it, because if I'm not excellent, I can't do it, because I'm going to let down all my people. I'm going to let down my parents, my siblings, whatever it is. Like, and the truth of the matter is we have to be able to, make the camera bigger so we can see. Oh, thanks, baby. I'm like, I forgot. It's like, okay. I mean, it's finger painting, but yeah, like we're taught that, if it's not excellent, don't do it. And that stops us from doing so much stuff that can bring so much change to the world. Like, do it sloppily, do it messy. Like, the people who figure it out are the people who did it messy in the first place. And the only way that you can figure it out is by being messy in the first place. And also understand, people don't need you to be perfect. They don't need you to be perfect for you to make a difference or an impact. They don't want you to be perfect. I don't want to talk to nobody who thinks they're perfect. I'm not interested. They want people who are trying to figure it out on their way. So I hope this was helpful. Oh, okay. This is the painting. Ta-da. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this made sense. I hope that you're encouraged overall. I'm sweaty because I'm passionate and I believe everything that I'm talking about. I believe it in my guts, okay? I believe it in my heart that you are here on purpose. The thing that you're wanting to do, you want to do those for a reason. And it's to impact more than just you, but other people as well. And even if you do become a millionaire, make sure it's ethical, and make sure that you're giving back to your community and to the people that don't have it. Because that wealth is not just for you. Everything you're given is not just for you, it's for other people too. all the information you have, all the money, the resources, the food, like if everybody shared everything, how much more beautiful would this life be? Would this place be? This earth, this trashy, horrid place, like, and only horrid because of humans and their selfishness and their evil. Like, how better could it be? You know what I mean? And again, like you look at nature. Nature shares, and it doesn't have a problem with sharing. Nature does take, but it shares, it gives without asking for anything back. So who are we? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Wingwolf 500 says people forget more money means higher taxes. That too. That is very true. Okay. Unless you're one of these corporations and ain't got to pay no taxes, but that's a whole other conversation. Shaughnessy says, how many people have to suffer from one person becoming a billionaire? From what? Like, that's infuriating for one person to become a billionaire. One. That's a really good question. I always appreciate when I can catch one of your lives. Oh, thank you. I'm always appreciative of you being here. Thank you. Oh, and thank you, baby. I appreciate it. I'm just like, it's like the small little, can you see my picture? But yes, guys. So this is what, you know, hopefully one day I can achieve this. I'll be chronicling the journey too, y'all. Y'all hold me accountable because I have things that I need to do, things that I want to do, things I got to start doing tomorrow. Okay. And I want to see your things too. Like, share with me, let me know, send me an email. Yeah. Like, follow me on Instagram, send me a DM or whatever it is. Like, I would love to like see your journey and see you making an impact in your community. And it could just be your kids or your auntie or your mother, whoever it is, like whoever you have connections to, you can impact those people. You can teach those people. You can help those people. So yeah. Zach says, I think it's really stupid how we have to pay their taxes and they don't have to pay any. None. It's wicked. It's crooked. It's so much. The idea that I should be taxed on what money I make anyway is very strange to me. But that's a whole other conversation. I don't get that. Like, I earn this money. Why do I owe it to you? Why do I have to give it to you? Make it make sense. How does that make sense? And I get it. Like, yeah, helping the community. Like, I understand that. But like income tax, poor K. Like, this is my money. Why should I have to tell you how much money I made? Like, I work for that. So like, even when people's like, oh, you make $40,000 a year, actually it's more like maybe 30, I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it depends on what kind of job you had, what kind of taxes you got set up. So anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's almost 9:30. This is the longest live we've done. But yes, I hope that you were able to take something from this. Go finger paint or do something fun to remind yourself that you are not a machine. You are not what you create, what you produce, what people say about you. You're a human being who deserves, okay? Go take a shower. Go sit in a bath if you like that. You know, play around. Have some fun. And follow those things in your heart because they matter. You matter. And you make a difference. Like I talked about before, a puzzle piece. We need your piece in the puzzle for it to be complete. If not, take up space. So yes, exactly. New lives called Alecia Rants. You know, actually, I don't even mind that. I know I ran. I know I do. But yes, I hope that overall that you were able to get something from it. And until next time, you all, I love you. Keep creating, keep making, like keep loving yourself, loving other people. And I will talk to you all next Monday. Okay. And bye. I mean, in between, I'll post videos too, but you know. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Yay. Oh, yay. Thank you, Zach. You too. All right. Bye, everybody.